Hey, what's up? It's Stefs Rock Show on Spotify and YouTube. We're back with Chief State. Thanks for coming by.
Thanks for having us.
Thank you.
Of course, welcome by anytime, Stefs Rock Show. So we were just talking before we started. Really exciting. You have Keep Your Friends Closer that just came out last night. So I'm getting you the day after the album release party, and it sounds like that was quite a party up in Canada. What was popping? Can you tell me what happened?
Yeah. I mean, we drank some beers. It was
And
a
my
bad
car
day
got
to be a
towed.
beer, for sure. And
It was.
So
got
James
crazy.
got his car towed. He was responsible though. You didn't drive home. You left your car. It might not have been a good spot and got towed. You're
Yeah.
not tracking Fraser vocals because your voice may be hurting from drinking. Is that so? You guys are in recovery mode.
yeah. I'm like
Pretty
trying
much.
to do a cover today, and every time I try and sing, my head feels like it's gonna explode. So that's where we're
That's a
at.
good time. That's a good night.
Yeah.
So did a lot of people come? Did you guys rent out a club? Did you play? How did it go?
No, it was just us. I mean, like it's pretty typical of any weekend. Like the five of us and our partners like usually hang out. But yeah, we went to watch Cancer Bats for a little bit, and then we were at the show, and we were just like, okay, well, what's next? And yeah, I guess we just carried on going. Do you know what probably caused the damage? We were walking from the club, from the venue, to a bar, and then along the high street, we saw $3.50 shots. So we just
Oh.
walked in, did them, and then from there it's a bit of a blur. I don't know. That's where we're at.
In this economy, that's a good deal though, and I'm all about saving money.
Yeah, you
You
can
know?
turn that down. You can walk by and not go in.
Yeah. Yeah, definitely. Did you guys have any albums to hand out to people physically, or is it more just about online now releasing it digitally?
Yeah, we have the album. So like we've got vinyl, we've got CD. We were selling them at our show on Monday ahead of the release, and we will be continuing to sell them online and at shows. But yeah, we got the physicals as well. I feel like we're a little bit old school. We love like an album full length. You know, we're not
Yeah.
really a single band. Like we love doing a body of work, and we love physical format as well.
I dig that you guys are old school. I saw in the single No Breaks, it was almost a 70s vibe. Where did you end up finding the old fashioned landline phone, the Polaroid, the walkie talkies? Like you guys had all the old school things that I grew up with.
Oh man. Okay, so this is it would have been like Christmas time, like last year, and we were at my wife's great auntie's house, and essentially her basement hasn't changed since the 70s. Like
Wow.
people don't even walk down there, and I was like in this time capsule, and I sent her photos to the guys. I was like, we should do something with this. So everything you see in the video is, you know, we didn't buy or rent any. That is the room. It's exactly like it was 50 years ago.
That's really neat. She let you use it. And it had such a great feeling of nostalgic and like you were back in time. Wow. That's really
Yeah,
cool.
yeah, it was awesome. That was a fun day. It's a fun
Yeah.
shoot.
How is okay? It's April right now. What's the weather like in Canada?
What we dealing with, James? What's
It's
going on?
like deceivingly cold, but it looks nice outside. Like right now it was like kind of cloudy, but it like the sun when it comes through is just like, it's like, oh my God, summer's coming. But like right now it's like deceivingly cold. Like when you
Yeah,
step
just
out, it's like,
teasing us.
yeah. How's it over there?
You still have to wear like a jacket
Probably similar.
when you
Yeah.
leave. Yeah. Okay, now do you guys really play pool, or is that just you take photos together around a pool table, or is that something you guys really do?
Yeah, like we had like a whole other like design for the album cover for a good 6 months or so that we were running with, and then we were like, this album is, you know, kind of about us being friends and life and everything, and we're like, well, what do we do every weekend? We go to this bar called Heroes and we play pool. We're like, let's just do something with that. So yeah, it's genuine for sure.
It's very true to
Right.
form.
So you're not just bandmates, you're actually friends. You didn't just meet on a website and hang out. Like, how did you guys meet in the real world then?
Well, actually, me and Nick met on a website, so
Oh, on Tinder or what was the
yeah,
site?
exactly. It
It
was
was on Grinder.
yeah, it was
And
Grindr.
that's hot. That's hot.
No, it was on Craigslist. It was the Lonely Hearts column. You know, no, I
I
was,
used Craigslist back in the day, not just for places to live in LA, but for, female seeking males. And it was like not creepy. It was the thing in the 90s and the
exactly.
early 2000s that you did.
Well, exactly. I mean, we're not quite, we did start a long time ago. We started like 10 years ago. So I was living in Japan at the time and I knew I was moving to Vancouver. So I put up an ad on Craigslist and Nick was like the first or second person to reply. And we
Wait, you
just
were in Japan and then you moved to Vancouver?
Yeah. I was like traveling and trying to figure out what to do with my life. And then I was like,
Was it like a rich white thing? Like you were on sabbatical, you took a year off of life and just moved to different countries?
No, I was broke as fuck. And like, I come from a very like low income family. But
Dude, were you just putting out? You were just like a hot sex slave that got to travel the world?
that was it. Yeah. No.
Yeah.
Exactly.
I know I
You
didn't.
clocked it.
Because I took so I had gone to university and like done everything in the UK and like done that, and then I was like, I don't know what to do. So being a native English speaker, you can make the most of that. And I took a course to teach English. So that's how I traveled for like 2 years. I would just go to a different country and teach English.
So my friend's mom did that in Qatar. And I was like, that's
Really?
wild. Yeah. And she got
Yeah.
paid a ton of money to teach English there, though. And
I didn't get
there's
paid
no
a ton
way
of
I'm
money.
going to
for
the
sure.
Middle East to be teaching English or anything. Like I'm too wild. They'll chop my head off in 2 seconds if I try to go over there.
Honestly, I considered it too because I was kind of on that path and I knew the Middle East was where the real money was at. And
Yeah.
I considered it and I was like, I will end up dead. Like, I
Yes.
know that I would fuck up, like,
Yeah.
for sure.
You like looked at someone's eyeball and they're like, you were looking at my wife and they want to take you into jail.
Yeah, and that would be me. That would be me, in jail. I don't want to do that. So yeah, I chose North America instead.
Yeah, that's cool. Is there any significance of April 17th for the album release date?
Not necessarily. We were trying to fit into the schedule with the label and stuff and seemed like a good date. Then, I mean, it's record store day today. So, I mean, I saw that and I was like, oh, that would be kind of cool. Like, we love physical format. Why not do it that weekend?
Yeah. Did you guys get to grow up in the period of time that you went to a record store to buy an album?
I mean, I did, but I didn't go and do that. Like when I was younger,
No.
I didn't have, disposable income to be throwing up vinyls for sure.
I would go to like
That's right.
look at the physical format and like admire it and be like, wow, this is like a thing I can hold in my hands.
Wish I
This
could
is
have it.
so exactly. This is really cool. And then I'd go back and like a buddy of mine would just like burn a CD from like LimeWire or something, and that would be my physical format. But,
Yeah.
yeah.
Did you guys hear the band Chumbawamba came by last year? And I thought it was funny. They actually got in trouble because the record company made the CD so expensive that Dan, the lead singer, told everyone to steal them. They're like, just put one in your pants from the record store. And then he got
That's
in big
sick.
trouble on letter. I know. I was like, that's kind of cute that
That's,
he's
like,
like,
really
I'm not going
badass.
to see a lot of money from this album because I think he was with like Live Nation or something at the time. So, you got to get, but everyone used Napster and LimeWire in the early 2000s. It was easily
Hell yeah.
accessible.
100%.
Hell yeah.
Yeah. Okay, I have a game for you guys really quick. And of course, since I normally have American bands, I had to make it all about where you're from. So it's Ask a Canadian. Are you guys down?
We're down.
Yeah.
Okay. Do you tip?
Yes.
Yeah. Yeah. 100%.
Okay. There's a rumor that you guys aren't good tippers. I don't know.
No way.
No way.
Do you know what?
Yeah,
Well, they're like, so it makes like so much sense with the States because there's some crazy friggin' rules where you don't get paid minimum wage to work in like a restaurant and you survive off tips, which is insane. But here it's like everyone gets like minimum wage, which isn't great, but it's not bad. And then you get the tip on top. So like to serve in a restaurant is like a pretty good job up here for sure. Like,
It
you
is
get
actually,
paid.
yeah.
Yeah, it's state to state, right? Because they're so different. So Texas is weird because it's similar to that. You don't get paid minimum wage, so you're living off of tips. In Cali, I've been a server and bartender, and you're making a great wage because you're getting high minimum wage plus tip. So it made more
Yeah,
sense for me to sometimes bartend and to work in a PR firm because I'd
that's
make
it. Yeah,
more.
that's the same here. Like I remember, I don't know, a while back, like my ex was working, like serving tables and shit, and I mean, I had a decent career job, and she was making way more money than me. I was like, fuck, I should quit. I should
Yeah.
quit and go and serve.
It is though, you're nonstop moving. You really are on the go.
Yeah, yeah.
Okay. Do you think 80 degrees is hot?
I can't even
I
convert.
don't even know what that means.
Yeah.
Like that
What is
makes
that
no
in
sense to me.
Celsius? Come on, Google. Let's
Yeah,
go.
what is that in Celsius?
Oh, because you guys don't have Fahrenheit?
Mm-mm.
All
I
right, let's
forget.
look it up.
What's the conversion
26
Yeah.
phrase?
degrees. 26 degrees Celsius.
Mhm.
That's
Yeah,
hot.
that's pretty hot. Yeah.
It's like that's
Okay.
nice. I love that temperature. That's a good.
Yeah. Okay, that's funny.
That's a good day.
Is it a bout or a boot?
It's about, but then
It's about. It's got to be about.
we're not.
Is
from
that what you
side of
say
Canada.
though?
Yeah. Yeah.
Okay.
Well,
Yeah,
like,
So is that
right,
the eastern side?
I think so. Yeah.
yeah.
No.
Like right now, can you tell if we even have like an ounce of a Canadian accent?
No, you guys have a hangover accent.
And accident.
Yeah, you had an accident
Yeah.
last night, and
My
that's the
Canadian
hangover. No.
accent's pretty fucked too. I mean, like, what's going on here?
Okay, have you ever seen a moose in person?
We drove by one on tour once. It was huge, so big. And I was shocked. I didn't realize they were that big.
And you weren't on acid. You were sober.
Thank God. I mean, I'd still be there tripping.
Yeah.
ball.
Yeah, that'd be cool. Do you own a fur coat?
No.
No.
Okay,
No.
no fur coats. Do you have maple syrup in your cabinet right now?
Of course.
Yeah.
So I've got like two.
Yeah.
bottles.
Yeah.
So do you
Yeah.
use it on like everything, or is it just like a breakfast additive?
You know what? You know what I've started doing? I put it on ice cream. That's so good.
Whoa.
Yeah.
Maple
sounds like a
syrup on
game
ice
changer.
cream.
Yeah. Yeah.
Whoa.
Good. It's really
That's
good.
the most Canadian thing I've ever heard.
Go try it. Trust me.
Okay. It's on the to-do list. Now, do you have bottled water usually or tap water?
I do tap water. Yeah.
I read that Canada
Yeah,
has some of the
fluoride.
cleanest tap water in the world.
We really do, especially
Yeah.
Vancouver.
Yeah,
Yeah,
we
Vancouver's
like
like
straight off the mountain.
crazy clean. Yeah.
People always comment on it as well. Like my parents came for the very first time like a year ago, and they're like, "This water's like better than better than bottled water in the UK." And I was like, "Yeah, it's
'Cause
crazy."
I don't touch my tap in Cali. Like it's gross. It tastes like chlorine, pool water.
Ugh.
Yeah. I mean, yeah. No.
Oh, did you know that Santa Claus is Canadian?
Isn't he Danish?
Apparently, his address, his P.O. box is in Canada when all the kids write him letters.
Really?
Yeah.
So it's just like
So
a
his
dog.
house, I guess,
Yeah.
now is in Canada.
Good to know.
It's just like a
Is that where the
whole bunch
North
of
Pole
mail
is?
in this one place?
Yeah. And who answers these letters and writes back?
Well, clearly Santa.
Yeah. Yeah.
Obviously, so maybe he
It's
gets
like
it.
the ultimate pedophile that's just like really excited to have this job. He's like, yes, kids are just writing to me all day. He does
That's
it for free.
crazy. What a take.
Okay. Have you seen South Park and Terrence and Phillip?
Mhm.
Yeah.
Do you think
Of
it's
course.
accurate?
I mean, yeah.
Yeah.
No, actually, the more accurate one is whenever like Family Guy used to do a Canadian.
What
That's
what does Family Guy do?
there was like this one where, like, I can't remember who it is. Maybe Stewie. Him and Brian are lost in the snow, and he's like, "Sure, take my coat, take my snowmobile, and then take my arm." And he like chops off his arm and gives him an arm.
You guys are very giving people.
Yeah. Exactly.
Take the shirt off your back, literally, or your arm.
Yeah.
Okay, cool. Well, dude, thank you guys so much for coming by Steph's Rock Show. Everybody, I will tag Chief State down below. Keep Your Friends Closer is out now.
Hell yeah.